What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I'm trying to get caught up on all the news and my videos. So, Britney Spears and her soon to be ex husband, Sam Asghari, have filed for divorce. And, she posted on her verified Instagram Friday night. She wrote, "As everyone knows, he, Sam, and I are no longer together," using her estranged husband's birth name. She says 6 years is a long time to be with someone, so I'm a little shocked, but I'm not here to explain why because it's honestly nobody's business. She said, but I couldn't take the pain anymore. She goes on to say, I've been playing it strong for way too long, and my Instagram may seem perfect, but it's far from reality. And I think we all know that. I would love to show my emotions and tears on how I really feel, but for some reason, I've always had to hide my weaknesses. Okay, so a side note. The reason why she's had to hide her weaknesses is because her family, essentially preyed on her. If you guys remember, I mean, her father had her in a, conservativeship. Her sister did her wrong. Her mom, like, just child, the whole family dynamic is just really troublesome. And to be honest, Brittany, she was on, I think it was the Mickey Mouse Club when she was a kid, like her, Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake. But a lot of child stars who are pushed into entertainment, so young, they are they're the breadwinners of their family, and like their whole family is depending on them. And so I feel like they're pushed beyond reasonable expectations. And the fact that, her whole family was just basically, spending her money. I mean, Brittany really, she didn't have anyone looking out for her best interest. So yeah, the whole ordeal is really heartbreaking. She says she addresses her father. She says, if I wasn't my dad's strong soldier, I would be sent away to places to get fixed by doctors. But that's when I needed family the most. You're supposed to be loved unconditional, unconditionally, not under conditions. And she's right. I feel like ever since she was a kid, and she really blew up like, around her teenage years. But again, just, you know, the fact that her family pushed her out there and forced her to perform as a child, as a minor, and then took her money, it's heartbreaking. So yeah, she's been surrounded by people who essentially were opportunists and did not have her best interest at heart her whole life. Towards the end of her message, Spears assured her followers that she will be as strong as she can and to do her best. And that's all we can, that's all anyone can ask. The video shows the pop icon wiping sweat before dancing to Janet Jackson's song If, while wearing a black top, a neon green thong, and black boots. Um, yeah. So, I mean, we've all seen, the clips of Britney. I mean, Cardi B put it in her song, or not her song, but in her verse, where she says, I'm sexy dancing in the house. I feel like Britney Spears, which is iconic. But this is sad. So, her husband and Brittany first met in 2016 when he co-starred with her in her music video for the song Slumber Party on the album Glory. They wed in June of last year, 7 months after the court-ordered conservatorship that Spears had been under for 13 years. Oh my goodness. That ended by a Los Angeles judge in a landmark court hearing in November 2021. Wow. So her husband filed the petition in the marriage, citing irreconcilable differences, which is, very common. The date of separation for the couple is July 28th, the petition states. So I don't know if you guys remember Octavia Spencer, who's an actress, but when she first announced that she was engaged to Sam, Octavia Spencer said, get a prenup. And her prenup is ironclad, which is perfect because, again, Brittany's been surrounded by opportunists who've been draining her bank accounts ever since, I can remember. For 13 years, her father had her in a conservatorship, which is just, you know, disappointing to say the least. But the public, with the Free Britney, campaign, they got her released and allowed her to have agency and autonomy over her own finances. But it's sad because now, again, this one, the newest opportunist in her life, I feel like all the men in her life are just, in my opinion, right, allegedly, they're predatory. Um, and, starting with her dad. Like, sir, you need to get a job, like a real one, not pushing your underage daughter out on stages in scantily clad clothing. But that's my opinion. Well, I mean, that's allegedly. Okay. But yeah, with Sam, he's trying to contest the prenup, which I don't understand, what would he contest? He's saying that, she had some type of affair with someone in the house, but it's like they're always home together. I don't necessarily understand the details, so I'll definitely, of course, when we find them out, keep you guys updated. But yeah, Sam, he reminds me of another person, like Kevin Federline. If you guys remember him, where he was with Shar Jackson, that was on Moesha, but they had 2 kids together. So Kevin writes, Brittany, get a lawyer, get yourself a good lawyer. But that's only because he's another opportunist who gets, child support from Brittany. So it's just like, I just feel like she's surrounded by people who just do not mean her any good. And it's heartbreaking because you want to have people who, are supportive and loving and not draining, right? There's 2 types of people in this world. You have those that drain you, whether that's financially, emotionally, psychologically, etc., or you have other people who encourage you and lift you up, And I feel like if you don't necessarily see that model of an encourager, then you're going to replicate the same type of person you were introduced to. And unfortunately, her parents, in my opinion, they're not good role models because, again, with her dad spending her money, her sister, spending her money, the whole family pretty much, used Brittany as a meal ticket. And now her soon to be ex-husband is trying to do the exact same thing. It's heartbreaking. I really wish that she hopefully can find someone who is loving and supportive and loves her for her and not her bank account. But you guys drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. If you're new here, welcome. Please like the video, subscribe, and I will talk with you later. Take care, aces. Bye.